It is 8:30. Good morning, I'm Dane Kennedy, and we begin with the tragedy near the CDC, where a gunman opened fire, killing a DeKalb County police officer. This is what we know at this hour. Within the last 30 minutes, Emory announced that the emergency for its main campus is now officially lifted. This shooting happened right next to the campus and CDC headquarters. There is still crime scene tape up at the CVS, though, on Clifton Road. That's where police found the gunman. That shooter has not yet been identified, but is dead. We do know the name of the officer who bravely rushed to the scene and gave his life. David Rose was a husband, a father, and now forever a hero. We have team coverage of the tragedy this morning. 11 Alive's Stephanie Haynock is live at the DeKalb County Police Station, but we begin at the scene with 11 Alive's Caitlin Ross with the details of how this tragedy unfolded. Caitlin.
Dan, there's still a lot of crime scene tape up here, a lot of police officers on the scene going in and out. You can actually see the bullet holes in the CVS. They have a note up saying they're going to be closed for the day as police continue to investigate. This is still an active scene, and police tell us they'll be investigating through the weekend, trying to pin down exactly what happened here. We do have video of when those shots rang out last night. We want to warn you before we play it, though, it is intense. You can hear the gunfire, you can see people panicking. A really chaotic scene. There was an incredible police response, dozens and dozens of police officers from agencies all across Metro Atlanta, including the FBI, on the scene within minutes. It happened just after 5 p.m. and we talked to people who were inside Emory, inside the CDC, saying they were terrified. They heard the siren going off, they knew this was an emergency, and a lot of them taking cover inside those buildings. We do know that the shooter never breached the CDC, did not breach Emory, but there are bullet holes in some of those buildings. People inside tell us they were terrified. Police are investigating the motive of the shooter. They have not released his identity yet, but said that his family believed he was sick and thought he was suffering from the COVID-19 vaccine. That is what police are saying is what led him to the CDC. Thankfully, those security measures held, but police officers responding to the scene engaged him immediately, and that police officer from DeKalb County Police was killed. There were also 92 children in a daycare. They were on lockdown for hours. We talked to parents who say they just wanted to be reunited with their kids. They were so scared.
Well, just came to get my kid with everything going on. It's a lot. It's a lot right now. I don't know. I just want to make sure he's okay. I know he is, but until you have your kid, it's too close.
Thankfully, all of those children were okay. They were all safely reunited with their families, but definitely a terrifying situation last night. Police are continuing to investigate the motive. They have not released the identity of the shooter yet. But Dan, this is going to be a long and thorough investigation as they get to the bottom of what happened. Back to you.
Caitlin, thanks. The GBI now leading that investigation. Meanwhile, an outpouring of sadness for the DeKalb County police officer killed in the line of duty Friday, protecting others from that gunman. 11 Alive's Stephanie Haynock joins us now live from the DeKalb County Police Headquarters. And Steph, what can you share about who this officer was?
Yeah, well, Dan, the more that we're learning about Officer David Rose, the more heartbreaking this tragedy becomes. What we do know is that he graduated from the DeKalb Police Academy just a couple months ago, back in March. So he wasn't on the force for too long before he sacrificed his life to protect others. We also know that Officer Rose was just 33 years old and had joined the academy in September of 2024. We know he was a husband, a father, and he now leaves behind a wife and 2 children, plus a 3rd child on the way. Last night, law enforcement escorted Officer Rose's body to GBI headquarters. He was transported from Emory University Hospital, less than a mile from where that shooting happened on Friday. Officials say Rose was the first officer to respond and encounter the gunman on Clifton Road. That's when he was shot before serving to protect the DeKalb community. Rose served 4 years in the Marine Corps, including a deployment to Afghanistan. His colleagues on the force described him as dedicated and courageous, many emotional when hearing the news of his loss.
At this time, we're asking for the community's prayers for his family, his friends, his loved ones, and the entire DeKalb County Police Department family. It's a noble profession that we all do. We answer the call to serve our community, and he gave his life with a commitment to serve others. and he should be respected for that.
And Dan, DeKalb police say they will be releasing some details of the plans for Rose's memorial services, the arrangements that will be coming soon. But also all DeKalb County facilities, they all have their flags lowered at half staff today. You can see behind me here at the police headquarters in honor of Officer Rose. Live here in DeKalb County, Sefna Chanock, 11 Alive News.
He will forever be remembered as a hero in this community. Seth, thanks. CDC Director Susan Menarez released a statement saying in part that they at the CDC are heartbroken by that attack on the campus. They said it remained on lockdown as authorities investigated that shooting for hours last night. Also said that at least one other officer was injured, according to her statement in this, in addition to the officer who was shot and killed. They say our top priority is the safety and well-being of everyone at the CDC. We are actively coordinating with federal, state, and local partners to fully investigate the shooter and this tragic crime. Also hearing from Governor Brian Kemp issuing a statement saying that twice this week deranged criminals have targeted innocent Georgians. He's referring there to the shooting at Fort Stewart on Wednesday that injured 5 soldiers. He goes on to say that each time brave first responders rushed toward the danger to subdue the shooter and save lives, reminding us of just how crucial they are. And Congressman Hank Johnson, who represents DeKalb County, saying in part it's always deeply disturbing to hear of a police officer dying in the line of duty, but the pain is magnified beyond measure when it happens right here at home to one of DeKalb County's finest. He then extends his thoughts and prayers to the fallen officer, his colleagues, and the Emory and CDC communities. We have more statements from other lawmakers, and you can see all those and our coverage on the CDC shooting on our website, 11alive.com. We have all that organized there for you at the top of the page. And if you'd like to watch any of our coverage from Friday, including the news conferences with officials, you can stream those right now on 11 Alive Plus. Just download the app for free on your TV.